Good morning, how you doing? So yesterday, apparently some Republicans were trying to quote Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. These same racist trash losers are Lindsey Graham, Mark Rubio, and Ted Cruz. Three turkeys who have slurped Donald Trump like he's a big gulp at 7-Eleven or something. You know, Dr. King was the most polarizing and one of the most quoted figures ever to walk on this American soil. A man that wasn't as revered or as loved by the so-called right-wing Republican agenda when he was alive. And it's fun in death, and as years go on, I've seen a Newt Gingrich or Pat Buchanan. I've seen quite a few quoting him, Trump, a lot of them quoting him, who don't practice his ideology. They use quotes, but they don't practice what he was about. Lindsey Graham surely doesn't. He has said some racist, off-the-wall things. Ted Cruz is a lame, so it's Mark Rubio. You know, I don't care about their education or what they got or what they do. First of all, they'll never be on Dr. King's level combined. They're like three stooges compared to Dr. King and what he means in the bigger picture. And next of all, if you're going to quote somebody, follow their principles. How is it that you quote this great man who changed the culture, changed the way you talk, walk, think in a day and time which was in your face? See, now today racism is like floating in clouds and it's there. Back then it was in your face. Separate water fountains, separate bathrooms, separate everything. That was the obstacles Dr. King had to overcome. If these so-called Republicans cared about his legacy or adhered to his principles and they were going to use his words, then they would have those same ideology and principle. They would never have stood up. They'd have never stood back from a lame duck racist jive turkey like Donald Trump or anybody else that was trying to cause harm to America. You see, it's cool to give lip service on one day, but Dr. King wasn't just a one-day thing, a 1 week thing, a 1 hour thing, a 1 month thing. He was 365 days, and they have not done right by the people. So if you're going to quote him, you should follow him in principle. If you're not, leave him alone. And that's my thoughts and takes about some of these Republicans using Dr. King for an agenda, which they don't subscribe to. And a lot of people do that. And it's a very dangerous game. Because if you believe in something, you should stand for it. If you don't, leave it alone or ask somebody to help you. But please, as Bootsy Collins would say, don't fake the funk or your nose will grow like Pinocchio. Anyway, give me your thoughts and takes. Hit that like, hit that subscribe. Wash your hands, keep your mind clear, watch out for one another. And you don't have to fake it, because Dr. King kept it a buck about what his thoughts and plans were. And sadly, the dream has been a nightmare, and it continues to be. To go so far, but has still so far to go. I'm out.